I recently gave a talk on true Christian love and its counterfeits. And the counterfeits I named were unquestioning acceptance, untethered empathy, and unlimited toleration. And so everything that's in the progressive agenda gets wrapped up in this emotional, even this appeal to our love, as if love is not grounded in the truth. But we know that true Christian love is always grounded in the truth of how God made this world, men and women, how he made marriage for a man and a woman, for the protecting the unborn. So I think fake love is one of the biggest pieces of propaganda they use.
And of course it's all cloaked in nice sounding words like tolerance.
Yes.
And those that hold to a biblical point of view are labeled as being intolerant. How do we, and again, I think we have to see things just like the Bible talks about, just like the Apostle Paul couches it in spiritual terms. So we are actually in a competition, if you will, against ideas and ideologies that don't line up with what the Bible has to say. So what do you see as the best way to counter? And let's just take that example you just used, this love is love viewpoint. How do we counter that?
Yeah, well, I think we have to, of course, start with the scripture, and we have to see that true love is always grounded in its author, God, and flows back to its author and creator in worship. That true love discerns the difference between right and wrong, between good and evil. That we are told that we should not praise what is evil and pretend that it is good. So grounded in scripture, and I think courageous in the public square. One of the things, Bob, I've been telling Christians a lot these days is we just need to get comfortable assuming the center and the middle of the conversation. Just because you're saying something that's not approved by the Hollywood elites or anything like that doesn't make you a weirdo. In fact, if you think that a little boy can't be a girl, you're the most normal person left in America. And you're arguing a Christian perspective too.
Well, let's shift just a bit, and I'm going to try to build a bridge here into the general challenges we face in the culture to the specific challenges that are faced by the Southern Baptist Convention. Of course, you are someone, and we were talking about the Tennessean article, and you were quoted as saying, and using the word laser light, laser focus, something like that. And that does, I will say, you are someone that's certainly passionate about seeing the Southern Baptist Convention take a turn, because there are those, and I've had these conversations, there are those that see that there has been a drift within that convention. There are also those that feel like, hey, everything's okay, nothing to see here, keep going. Interestingly enough, and of course, I know Megan Basham in her book, Shepherds for Sale, talked about the enormous amounts of money that are being spent to delude and deceive the culture and to present ideas that are not biblical, and there are enormous amounts of money, and of course, that's influencing the church as well. So obviously money is a part of it. How does the Southern Baptist Convention confront the culture when there are, and you'll see these meetings that take place where there is, there has been enormous amounts of money that have been spent in litigation. There are concerns there. There is a diminished element of cooperative program giving, more designated giving. So what do you make on that, especially with the SBC has been having some financial challenges? And I know there's probably a lot of different layers here, but one of the areas is the financial state of the Southern Baptist Convention. How do you see that? And it seems to me that would be something that would really tend to lessen the effectiveness of the convention and its mission.
I think that's absolutely right. Thanks for bringing this up. Bob, the Southern Baptist Convention is one of the most storied and amazing Christian denominations in American history. It's the largest Protestant denomination. We send more missionaries around the world than any other Christian denomination. And right now, unfortunately, here we are in the year of 2026 of this 21st century, and I think the Southern Baptist Convention is less effective than it's ever been in recent history. And trust is down. And look, as a Christian, as a Baptist, I don't think numbers tell the whole story, but numbers do tell you some things. And I think what the numbers we're seeing, particularly in the giving levels at the cooperative program, tell us that Southern Baptists are no longer trusting their leaders.